Welcome to another B-Rocks video. Today is July 23rd, 2020. My name is Mark. I am the owner of the B-Rocks eBay store where I buy and resell things from thrift stores, garage sales, and yard sales. Today is a what has sold video, and I encourage you that if you are a new eBay seller, or if you're somebody who has had a store for a little while but looking to take it to the next level, I encourage you to check out my playlist for the beginning eBay seller. The first two parts are for somebody who is just now starting out. Parts 3 and 4 will be more for once you have your store established and you're looking to take it to the next level. But I promise you, any of you can learn something from any of those 4 videos. So please check those out and leave any questions or anything in the comments below. But today, let's look at what has sold since yesterday on eBay. And also, I got a special treat. Sometimes you find things in pockets of things that you buy and resell, and I want to share something that I found yesterday that gives me a little boost to my bottom line. So, first off, T-shirts. If you have seen my beginner videos, you know that T-shirts are what I call grind items. They sell for, it's T-shirts that I sell for 10 to 15 bucks that will yield me anywhere between $4 to $8, $9 in profit. This here is kind of off the wall, Obey, extra bitter brew T-shirt. Sold it for $12. I'll make a few bucks off it. Next is a Nike Games End Training Doesn't 2XL size T-shirt. I always do well with the 2XL, 3XL, and sometimes I even have 4 and 5XL T-shirts. People are looking for those. It's hard to find those sizes in some places, and people are looking for Nike shirts in those sizes. They usually sell pretty quick. I've had that shirt just for a couple of weeks or so, and I made profit-wise about $5 or $6 off it. Kids shirts and kids clothing are starting to take off. Hunting season is coming up, so starter mossy oak shirt, you find these in Walmart, but a lot of times kids will hunt and then they decide that they don't really want to do it anymore. Maybe their first time hunting. So in the off season, the hunting off season through the summer, you'll find camo shirts like this that really haven't been worn. This was practically new, although I still listed it as excellent use condition. But people will pick these up before the next hunting season, and that's the case here. Another kid's shirt. School's right around the corner. Depending on where you live, I don't know if you're going to be having in school classes, or if your child will be learning from home. But there are enough people out there that are shopping right now. They're starting to buy kids' clothes. This is an Under Armour hoodie. I've sold some kids' T-shirts and shorts, pants, those things over the last week or so. So there are still enough people that are buying for kids right now that I can't tell a difference than in any previous years for the month of July, because month of July my kids' clothing usually take off, and it's the same this year. So if you have kids' clothing, get them listed. They're selling. Athletic gear, it sells year round. I mean, it's the same for me constantly, whether it's short sleeve, long sleeve, it sells all year long. At least it does for me. And Under Armour compression shirts. This T-shirt here I sold for $15, picked it up for $2. A decent little profit there. Golf shirts through the spring and summer up until early fall. I'll continue to sell golf shirts. This is a Walter Hagen shirt. I've actually had this shirt for a while. It's been around for 2 or 3 years. I actually still had it listed for like $12.99. I sent a couple of buyers an offer for $7.99, and you may think, well, you didn't make anything off that. Actually, I still did, because I sourced that shirt for $1. Most things I source, you've heard me say it before if you've seen my other videos, I source for $1, sometimes $2. When it comes to clothing, a lot of times I don't get more than $3 or $4 unless it's a a higher ticket item, a jacket or something that I know is going to sell for a decent amount and will sell quick. But I buy dress shirts, golf shirts, jeans. I usually source all of those for $1. It's not the same everywhere. I know some of y'all may not have the luxury to do that, but I'm fortunate that I do. And I already packaged up a dress shirt, a Ralph Lauren dress shirt that I sold for $11. Paid $1 for it. It cost me about $3 and some change to ship it. After fees and everything, I'm still making about $5.50 on it. $5.50 to $6. So sometimes it's all about really working and finding ways to source things for as cheap as possible to really increase that bottom line. It helps things move. You can take chances on things with dress shirts and list them for 15 to 20 bucks. Then after, a few months or so, or if you're like me, I'll let them sit for a year or so when it comes to dress shirts or jeans. But it gets to a point where I can really knock down the price, but in the end, I'm still making a profit on it. That's why it's important to source things for $1, 50 cents, 25 cents sometimes even. So get out, get to those garage sales, yard sales. Pay attention to your thrift stores, your local thrift stores on sale days. I know I have multiple thrift stores within 30, 35 miles around me that have dollar days, or sometimes it's even better than that, 50 cents or so forth, and it allows me to pick up some inventory very, very cheap. Now for the bonus, I sell a lot of Western shirts, Western pearl snap shirts. I sold a Wrangler pearl snap Western shirt yesterday, and when I took the pictures of this, I normally check the pockets of everything, which you have to be careful when you do that. You never know what's in those pockets. I'm always afraid I'm gonna, how today's world is. I'm afraid that I'm gonna stick myself with a needle or something. I know that sounds crazy, and it's never happened. I've never heard of anybody finding a needle, but be careful when you're searching the pockets. I always like to gently feel on the outside of the shirt pockets, the jeans pockets, and proceed with gloves on, depending on what the object feels like when I check those out. But normally I check the pockets when I bring the items in, and when I get them ready to list them and take pictures. But I guess I overlooked this because I had actually listed this shirt about 8 months ago, and so when I got it out yesterday to package it, I could feel that there were what felt like credit cards in the pocket, the shirt pocket. So I took them out, and it was 2 Bass Pro Shop gift cards. Now they had been scratched off on the back, so I thought, well, they probably have already been used, but I'm gonna call the 800 number and check it out and see. And it turns out one had a $25 balance, the other one had a $15 balance for a total of 40 bucks. And I posted about it on Twitter and Instagram, and so somebody said on Twitter, so hey, now we're gonna see the next thread about turning $40 into $1,000. And I was like, well, maybe. But my wife laid claim to them and said, hey, Bass Pro Shops has some good Under Armour stuff, and we thrift to resell, but we also thrift for ourselves. The shirt, hat, what you see here, I've bought at thrift stores. And we do the same for our son. Even though we get him new with tag items at thrift stores, we very rarely shop and pay full retail price when we, if we can help it, we'll avoid that at all costs. So she's like, no, we're going to use it and get our son some Under Armour items out of the Bass Pro Shop online store. So I turned those over to her, and she's doing her thing with that. But that's it for now. I do have parts 3 and 4 coming out for, like I said, the beginning eBay seller, but parts 3 and 4 are, not just for beginners, but those of y'all that have been selling for a little bit, you may get some new ideas. It's going to be a little bit about what to look for on the next level in thrift stores, things that are longer tail type items that sit longer but yield a little better profit. Even venture into mentioning like what I look for with electronics and video games. Just some things that like I said, that really start boosting your monthly income. So please check those out. Be safe, be well, be rocking it out. You guys take care.